Hi, it's Dan, and in this video, I want to show you the new digital versions of the Excalibur food dehydrators. Now, functionally, these guys are pretty much the same as the analog versions. We have a link you can click here if you want to see a more comprehensive video where we show you different things to dry and dehydrate and how the analog models work. But it's still the same motor, the same fan, the same process of blowing air horizontally from back to front over these horizontal trays. And these guys here have a couple of advantages over the analog model. First advantage is the timer on this is longer. The analog model, at least the one we have, goes to 26 hours. These go to 48. For things like herbs where you're using a very low temperature, around 35, the dehydration time takes a long time, but you want those lower temperatures so you don't lose the nutritional properties of them. The other benefit of these models is they offer a two-stage dehydration. That means you can set an initial temperature, typically higher, for a short period of time, and then have it cut to a lower temperature for a longer period of time. So you could have, 50 degrees for 2 hours, then have it scale down to 35 degrees for 24 hours or 40 hours. So what I'd like to do then is just show you how the controls operate on this. They're pretty simple. There's a power switch in the back, powered it up there. You have a very simple display. It just shows temperature and time. If you're not doing dual stage, you're just doing single stage, it's pretty self-explanatory. Temperature plus minus. It will start at 35. You can go all the way to 74. And you just plus or minus to set the temperature. Say I want 40 degrees for 30 minutes. It defaults to 15 minutes. I'll hold it down. It'll do a quick jump in 15-minute increments here to 30. I hit start, and it's going. Set and forget. So that's single stage dehydrating, real basic. Now for two-stage, it's a little trickier, but it's simple. There is no toggle switch on here. The way to turn on the dual stage is by holding down this stop button and the time minus button at the same time for about 2 seconds. Let me show you. It now says 2 time, 2 temp mode. And up here there's a little 1, meaning I'm programming the first stage. So let's say I wanted, 60 degrees maybe for a short period of time, maybe 30 minutes. That's programmed in now. To get to the second stage, you do the same thing. Hold down the stop and the minus for a couple of seconds. Now the 2 there is highlighted. It says we're on stage 2. In this case, let's say I wanted 2 hours at a low temperature, 35 in this case. It's set, just start, and it shows you here. You're on stage 1, 60 degrees, 30 minutes to go. So it's pretty simple. Once you know this stop and time minus toggles it back and forth, it's real clear. Also, one thing to keep in mind, the digital models only come in black and with the clear plastic doors. And that's about it. There's not much difference, like I said, except for that extended time that you can do on these and the fact that you have some versatility with the digital controls and the two-stage operation. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want more information, take a look at our website. That's at excaliburdehydrator.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Useful. What can you do with it? Well, there's a lot of things. The obvious thing that most people think of is drying fruits, vegetables, things like that. Normally, the first thing people will do is dried apples. That's the first thing I did. Dried cinnamon.